Alright guys, so after the last video of me talking about the fueling on the MT, I found one of these for sale on the MT owners Facebook group. What it is, it's a air fuel modifier by SC Project. It's made by them, and it literally I think it works like the booster plug, in that you wire it in and it interrupts the signal from the airbox temperature sensor to the ECU. So, and it's adjustable here. So I'm guessing that I know that you turn it all the way down, and that's as if it isn't there, and then you turn it all the way up, and it sends a signal to the bike that it's colder than what it is, so it richens the fuel mixture. So it's really easy to fit. The only tricky thing I've got is finding a place to put it in the bike, just this little control unit, because I've got to find the best setting. So I'm going to try and do that now, but I've skipped a couple of steps. So here we are now. I took the seat off just for ease of access, and the side panel on the MT, you know, this part, it's just one Allen bolt and two of these push fit tabs, which are in here, and you've got the little clip that's in there, so try not to break that as you take it out. So this is your air temp sensor, and that's hooked up just in there, out the way, and as you can see, there's no actual air gets to it because there's this piece of plastic here. The scoops on the MT are actually fake. So this bit pulls apart, and you plug in this piece, which is the Yamaha specific end, and that's literally it. It goes from temperature sensor here to the unit up here, which clips into the loom, and that is it. So we're going to see how we get on with it. Hopefully it works. New, these are €160 from SC Project. So just for scientific purposes, I'm going to check what temperature that is giving now. So air, that's that temperature, because the other one is low, which is the engine temperature. As you can see, 13 degrees. Okay, right, so we're going to turn that off. And a little bit of word of warning: do not turn the ignition on with this detached, because you'll get a warning light. I've done that before. Right, so it's as simple as this. You unclip that by pressing the little tab there, and that comes away. That's your sensor. So what we then do is we get this sensor, match it up. You see these here are the same, so we just clip that in. That's positive click, and then this other one is the same as the end of this plug, so that just clips in there. As simple as that. So that's that portion. This is their own piece. You clip that there, and that's it. That should be ready to go now. So what I'm going to do, just before I get anything sorted out, okay, so that's off. It's all the way to the left, so it shouldn't be doing anything. So let's try that. It was 13. Okay, it's now saying 16, which is a bit warmer. So I'm not sure what to make of that just yet. By the way, the instructions you get with this are minimal. It's kind of broken English, Italian, and it's not really much help at all. So I'm wary of turning this while the ignition's on, so just because it changes the signal. So I'm going to turn the ignition off every time that I change it. So I can stand here now. I'll turn it to 7. So hopefully it'll make a big difference. Let's try it again. Okay, that's saying -9. So it's definitely done something. The only downside to this mod, obviously, is that you're never going to get a true outside air temperature, which you never got anyway because it's shielded here, and if you were to turn your bike off and leave it, the temperature would affect the air in here. I stopped for petrol today. It's been what, 16 degrees, if that, maybe even as low as 12 today. I stopped, got petrol, I came back out to start the bike and it said 26 because the heat radiating from the engine had got to the sensor and altered the temperature. Now the way this works is, because that is detecting a hotter temperature, it leans the mixture even more, which is the problem I think I was having, you know, with lean fueling and all that kind of rubbish, which is a side effect of a pipe, an exhaust pipe. So hopefully this should be an easy fix. I'm glad that that's done that. Now I'm just going to find a way of storing this. So those of you that have seen under the seat of an MT-09, you get hardly any room. That's my disc lock, that's my puck for the side stand, and that's it. Because this is the ABS model, you've got the pump there, this piece of foam is holding the battery secure, and that's all you've got really. I mean, I've made that kind of gap there just for ease of access, but I need to see if the seat will go on once I've wired it all in. So we're going to cut to that now. Alright guys, so that took a little bit longer than I hoped. I'm rapidly running out of natural daylight here. But I loosened the tank off. This bolt, the two under the seat, you will see in a minute. So I've got that under there, not pinched by anything. This one, so if I just whip off the seat, so that's okay. So now I've got the seat off now. Okay, so you can see here's the unit, and I've just traced it down there under the main live cable. By the side, the ABS pump, I had to loosen this bracket off here and this part of the tank. Both bolts of the tank, there's the mirror image of that on the other side, so you have to undo that one. And that's enabled me to get this through, and a bit of a struggle if you can see my hand. So you literally pair these together. That's nice, feels nice and watertight. That's not coming apart ever again. So now there's just a little bit of extra cable to try and hide, but I think if I get my hand under here, everything will be safe if it's just tucked away. Curl it, that, keep it away from there, put it by the ABS cabling there. So it's just ran that down the side, just there. So now I have to tighten this bracket down, tighten the tank to it, tighten everything back up, and then we're going to go and try it. So it might be nighttime footage, it might be both nighttime and day footage. We'll see. I'm quite positive that this is going to be a great result actually. So we'll see what it brings. Okay, so this is at roughly about number 2 on the dial. I've tried it higher, but I couldn't tell any more of a difference. So it has definitely done something. The difference between closed and the very first part with an open throttle is so much smoother. I think it's just going to take some fine tuning, but it has definitely made a difference. A mode is actually usable now. Still no traction light though, not very often. I'm going to make assumptions that the tyre's quite squared off and the temperature's warmer, and that should be about it. Woohoo! But she flies! She flies! There we go! Well, let's see fourth gear around here. That would have been a definite stumbling block. So let's see. Perfect, don't hit the diesel. Well done. Right, so I am thoroughly satisfied that this air fuel module thing works. There was no way I'd have got around that smoothly before. Alright, so at this point in time I am quite satisfied with the result, so I'm going to have this verified by a mechanic just to make sure that it is actually beneficial and not even more detrimental to the performance. Oh, that was low. Yeah, so hopefully fast forward a few weeks and you should see it on the dyno now. Yeah, you saw the dyno just through the window. The booth was tiny, so couldn't get in there. And I will put the picture of the graph up, and I think the reading was 107. So, which is less than what the stated figures are, 115, but I think those figures are always from the crank anyway, because I've seen a dyno with a standard MT-07 and it reaches about 100 horsepower. This is at the wheel, so I'm kind of happy with that. The only thing I'm not happy with, you probably can see now, is that I've had an engine management light come on, an error code, and I think that's because I didn't take the traction off before I handed it over to him. So, because I could see him like trying to cycle through the modes, and on the first run, the traction was coming on, and he looked a bit confused, and so I said, no, it's on the other side of the bar, you know, explained to him. And that's how we got it. But I think the error code is from the front wheel being stationary, from what I've researched. It's from the front wheel being stationary and the rear wheel spinning, and that's what's given it the error. So I'm gonna have to go and get that cleared. Which is a little bit disappointing, and it may have even tainted the dyno reading. I don't know, but it was a free run what you brung day, so I can't really complain with that. Overall an improvement anyway, an improvement over the standard MT with this pipe, which I'm happy with. So yeah, that's all for now. Maybe next year or something I might have a little bit more work done on it. But of course I'll keep you posted with that anyway. So I appreciate this has been a long video, and if you've got to the end of it, once again thanks for watching all the way to the end. And if you have gone to the end,
I'd like you to prove it by commenting with the name Apollo in the bottom, and we'll see who makes it. Yeah, so anyway, thanks a lot everyone, ride safe, summer's on its way, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye.